here we are. We're going to do our Throwback Thursday tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to base this on Tex Richardson, a great friend of mine, taught me how to play guitar. But first, we're going to throw a shout out to Social Kicks. Desiree Fawn is CEO and social media wrangler. Check this out. This is all about social media.
He did. He said,
I think
like,
you might be the one.
what's the matter with him? Like,
That was poster perfect pictures there, I'm telling you.
So we're back here on Franny and Beeb'z, another episode, and this week we're going to feature Tex Richardson.
Old buddy of mine.
Old buddy of Steve's. And, so how did you come about to meet Tex?
I worked at Thomas Pontiac, and I'd have been 15 years old, and sweeping the floors and doing the odd jobs, and Tex was a grease monkey there, and I'd walk around singing all these old songs. He says, "What's a young kid like you doing knowing Stonewall Jackson, and, you know, some old timers, eh?" And he says, "Why don't you ask your father if you can come over to my place Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock?" And there's a lot of people know that Tex, that's what he did at 1 o'clock Saturday afternoons. And I went over there at 15. There was 3 guys sitting at the table. Jerry McNeil, fine player. He was their lead player, and Jimmy, Big Jimmy, and he had hands on him. Jimmy Lewis had hands on him like that. Played a Gibson, and Tex, and they played songs, and I kept all day long. I kept up. I was singing, and they were trying to stump me, eh? So, but every time that they would go for a piss, eh? I would get them beer, and that's what it is, and I would take, and they'd hold that guitar, eh? So they would go, and then at the time they would show me a chord and get me started. That's where it all began for me.
Well, I wish I had been there, but
Oh, it was a good time. Now, Tex did some writing, and we both worked at the Tannery. We didn't work there together, but this was probably his most known hit, the songwriter, and he'd always say, "They recorded the record and released me."
people in Cobra will remember
Oh,
the
there's going
Tannery.
to be a lot of people who remember the Tannery. Well, I worked at the Tannery damn near all my life. I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for my wife. My brother-in-law got me a job 25 years ago, and I still ain't forgiven him, and I still got life to go. Oh, the Tannery is a job you can stand the smell. I really think I died, gone right straight to hell. Then one day they told me, said you better save your dimes. We may have to lay you off 'cause of economic times. I said, hell, I don't care, I've got lots of years. Now I'm drawing pokey and drinking lots of beer. Oh, the Tannery is a job if you can stand the smell, and I really think I died and gone right straight to hell. I'll do a little picking for you. I guess if I'd admit it, old Tex Richardson taught me how to drink booze. I could see him half stoned picking out the lovesick blues. When Tex died, I made him a promise I was gonna carry on somehow. Hell, I'd give him $100 if he could only see me now. And tonight's beer again brought to you by
Freddie Warner.
Well, I thought it was Hank.
It looked like Hank Jr.
I thought it was Hank Jr. almost. I'd be frightened there. I'm going, Hank, you can't be bringing Fred's beer in here.
No, I brought Steve here.
Well, thanks, Fred.
And thanks everybody for watching Throwback Thursdays. Next week, Beeb'z, you're going to have to pick one of your icons. And
I'll be thinking about something. We'll get something else to do.
until next week.
Keep your beer on ice and your sticks handy for poking toads.